It is 7 a.m. I got jet lag, so I've been up just working for the past few hours. Otherwise, I'd at least brush my teeth before I came and chat with y'all. But I just had a thought, and I decided that whenever inspiration struck, I was going to honor it, regardless of if I haven't gotten out of bed yet. So, in the Ladies Hormonal Healing Lab, we are about to resume our series of the womb and learning the womb, who your womb is, via of course, the metaphysical parts, but also the womb cycles, the menstrual and the luteal and the follicular and the ovulatory. And so here's what just came to me. We are learning in the program. We're going to learn the distinctions between the different phases of our cycle. And we're learning the herbs to take during each part of our cycle sorry, my mind is just really excited and everywhere, but I want to get to the point. I want to drive this home for y'all. We are learning the different cycles and how to hone in on them and how to utilize them for our advantage. If we do something called the cycle syncing method, there is proof that following this will allow your hormones to balance out, to be more for you to have a better like menstrual phase, less cramps to no cramps, because we're not supposed to be getting any cramps. What just came to me was women, we are at different hormonal levels during the different phases by design. Allah made us this way, right? By design. For example, when we are in our when we're about to begin our menstrual, we have something called the luteal phase. And the luteal phase, that's like the PMS, where that's about to begin. The end of it is where that's about to begin. And we tend to get a little bit more crazy. Like we have different personalities. I was trying not to say it, but we kind of have different personalities during each phases. That's because our hormonal levels are different. Now, society has taught us to view that as a bad thing. However, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. When we are balancing our hormones, what our bodies are telling us, this is so cool, don't miss this. What our bodies is telling us is that we are able to hone into different aspects of our being during the different phases. When we have our period, for example, we're more like, I'm not in the mood, the estrogen, I'm not in the mood, I'm not playing with you. And it could come off as, but I want to shift that. When our hormones are balanced, let's hone into that part of us that's unapologetic. How about that? Let's hone into that part of us that's like, no, I'm standing on my beliefs. I'm standing on my boundaries. The different phases offer different things, right? So ovulatory, we're more flirty, out there, friendly, fertile. And so that phase is reminding us to be free, reminding us to enjoy, reminding us if we have partners to be intentional with them, And so society has flipped it because traditionally, like let's say when we are in our luteal phase, like I said, it's what they're calling us. And we can't control our emotions. But once we balance out our cycles, I'm not saying where it is right now. If you eat trash, don't support your body, like that is out of whack. That is out of alignment. That is not in your feminine energy. Align yourself and you will absolutely hone into the highest version of yourself within each of those cycles. I hope I drove that point home because that is so powerful. You are in this unapologetic moment by design. By design. We're not cursed. We're like all these things that religion, not even religion, let me take that back. All these things that religious people have put on us based on their interpretation of religion when it wasn't supposed to be like that. That's what I wanted to say. Let me make that really important caveat. It wasn't supposed like, oh, women are crazy because they have all these personalities and they go through these different things. No, we're just honing into the deepest parts of ourselves, and y'all ain't got that. See y'all hating. It is a very powerful thing. And so that's what I'm going to talk about in the next few sessions that we have together in the ladies community, how to hone into that power for it to not be negative. Because right now, if I'm honest, like most of us are not operating in our, you know, divine femininity. We're operating in a very masculine state, very masculine flow. But that's not us. That's not us. Eat right, nourish your body with what it's asking for, manage and balance your hormones, and you're able to hone into that energy that Allah gave us.